So once again, it's Bob Reisinger and Jeremy down row one. Sorry, Bob Rusinger and Jeremy down row one. John Meyer, Dylan Haney row two. Nick Beckman, Matt Boucher row three. Nathan Landauer, Jared Bussin, and the Avid Realty two-seater rounding out the field.
Rolling slow into three. They're going to stand on the loud pedal off of four, and here we go. Heat race number one is underway for your A1 Iron stock cars. Dead heat down the front straightaway. Rusinger on the low side, down up to the high side. Good three-car pack going on behind him between Meyer, Beckman, and Haney. Beckman down low, Meyer in the middle, and Haney up around the high groove. As off of corner number four, Jeremy Down's going to lead lap number one, followed by Bob Rusinger.
For a minute there, they were three wide for 5, 6, and 7. As, whoa, keep a hold on it. The 5B Matt Boucher went every which way but straight. Once again, they are three wide. It is going to be Boucher, followed by the 12X of Haney. And then the 29 of Meyer got shuffled back.
Down continues to lead this one over Rusinger. Beckman, Boucher, and Dylan Haney trying to make a charge, but here comes Nathan Landauer to the inside of Dylan Haney. They'll take that battle into turn three and off of corner number four. Haney with the advantage as they get towards the flag stand as Down continues to lead this one.
It's Jeremy Down starting to walk away ever so slightly. Bob Rusinger, he is sitting there in second and island unto himself. Then the battle starts kicking in. Beckman, he is holding off. Boucher and a stack pack of others, as it is still just 6 laps to go. All the 6 of Jeremy Down. He's going to head back into 3 and 4. He's going to see it. We're halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. As once again, the battle is on for 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the middle of the pack. It's going to be the 5B of Boucher. Trying once again to get underneath the 22 of Beckman. Can't quite get it done. As they come back out of 4, though, still Jeremy Down, your leader.
Good battle going on for the 4th and 5th spot between Boucher and Landauer. Boucher catches the rear bumper of the 22 of Beckman. That's going to slip him up just a little bit. And the battle's going to shift back between Landauer and Boucher. Beckman could soon be the meat in the sandwich as Jeremy Down leads another one. The field has 3 to go.
Jeremy Down is G-O-N-E gone as he has fired it off down into 3 and 4. You're going to see the double flag wag, as Anthony Ainsley calls it. 2 laps to go from the flag stand. As he fires it off back down into 1 and 2. The battle's still on between the 12X of Haney, 5B of Boucher, but up front it is Jeremy Down with the win. As, oh, sorry, white flag. I'm 1 lap off. My bad, folks. As he's going to fire it off one more time down to 1 and 2. And oh, trouble, so it's 22 of Beckman. Every which way but straight coming out of 2 or 4.
Into turn number 3 and off of corner number 4 for the final time. Caden Murray's got the checkered flag in hand for your heat race winner, Jeremy Down. 2nd spot's going to go to the 7 of Bob Rusinger. 3rd will be the 11N of Nate Landauer, and rounding out your top 4 is going to be the 5B of Matt Boucher. So many 5s I always get confused. And
oh yes, very, very fast around Mini E.
Laughlin and Patterson, Rempel and Jackson, Steinbach and Thompson, Richards and Boucher, all getting ready to take the green flag for A1 Iron stock car heat race number 2. Down the front straightaway we go. Gary Laughlin with the early advantage over Patterson, Jackson, Thompson, and Rempel. Rempel with a strong run down the bottom side, but not enough to catch Nate Thompson. Nate Thompson's going to set his sights on the other 3 out there. If Dan Jackson is off of turn number 4, Gary Laughlin's going to lead lap number 1.
As he fires it off down into turn 1 once again, he's starting to walk away, but check this out, change for 2nd as Dan Jackson, he buys his ticket to Slide Job City, wipes the nose of the 17 TK of Patterson and puts himself into 2nd. Now gets way out of shape, able to hang on to it. Meanwhile, Patterson's now going to lose 3rd to Nate Thompson, and here comes Richards.
Dylan Richards with a strong charge off the bottom side. Patterson fights back to the outside. Eric Rempel tries to get his nose into this dance going on up here. Not quite enough as they enter 3. Laughlin continues to lead as they roll down the front straightaway over Jackson, Thompson, Patterson, and Richards.
Top 3 starting to pull away. The best battle is for 4th and 5th. That is Patterson and Richards. Right behind them, that is going to be the 21 of Eric Rempel. He has got the best seat in the house, because if anything happens between those two, then he's got a chance to take 2 spots. Right now, Richards, he's looking for his ticket to Slide Job City. Doesn't quite get it done, but does get 4th.
Off of turn 4 for Gary Laughlin, this time past the flag stand. It's going to be 5 remaining for the 9 machine out of Beatrice. Over Dan Jackson, Nate Thompson, Dylan Richards now into the 4th spot. Travis Patterson currently your final in the top 5. Eric Rempel trying to gain some ground on Patterson down the back straightaway. Nothing doing this time. Patterson's going to continue to hang on to that spot as Laughlin continues to hang on to the lead.
Battle for 3rd is live. Your points leader, Dylan Richards, is there. He's sliding underneath the 3T of Thompson. Thompson tries to make a valiant effort coming out of 2, but not going to happen. Richards put him up in that 3rd place spot as we have 4 laps to go.
4 to go for Gary Laughlin, Dan Jackson, Dylan Richards, Nate Thompson, and Travis Patterson hanging on to the 5th spot right now. Currently trying to be charged by the 5 Eli of Marty Steinbach as Gary Laughlin goes past the rocking chair flags. It's going to be 2 to go this time by.
Top 5 have put themselves in the positions they're in unless something wonky happens. White flag out this time by. It is still Gary Laughlin, your leader, followed by Jackson, Richards, Thompson, and Patterson, your top 5.
Gary Laughlin has led this one from the start. Caden Murray's got the got the checkered flag in hand. Gary Laughlin picks up another heat race win here at Eagle Raceway. That's going to be over Dan Jackson, Dylan Richards. At the line, I believe it was Nate Thompson. And the 5 Eli of Marty Steinbach rounding out your top 5 for your A1 Iron IMCA stock cars.
You're off. 50-50 is on the concourse right behind section F is in Foxtrot. So get up here and get your 50-50 tickets. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, 50-50 tonight, benefiting Royal Family Kids of Lancaster County.
Field sets up into 3, hits the gas off of 4. Here we go, Nebraska Lottery IMCA modified racing action coming at you. Leading the field into turn number 1 is going to be the 13J of Dieterding.
Oh, we got trouble. It's going to be the 27 of Clint Holman. And the 18 of Wayman, and Wayman, his left front wheel is absolutely tore up from the floor up. He is plowing dirt right now. He's going to try to get to the infield. And he will make it. We're going to stay clean and green. Battle is on right now between Jared Dieterding and the 3J of Jeremy Baker.
Good battle between those 2 drivers, the 3J and the 13J. Jared Dieterding with his high side expertise is going to hang on to the lead for him. And now Jeremy Baker's going to be challenged for the 2nd spot by the 8A of Dustin Anderson. Anderson with a killer crossover move, but at the line, Baker's going to hang on to the 2nd spot over Anderson, and Roth rounding out your top 4.
Roth putting it down the hill, trying to go after Anderson right now. Not quite going to get it. Anderson took a shot after Baker. Nobody can get the ground made up. Although here comes the HC of Chad Anderson as he is going to get by the 27 of Clint Holman. That is going to be for your 6th spot.
Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, the Ringer Dinger Jr. continues to lead it over Baker, Anderson, Roth, and Holman, your top 5. Chad Anderson, last week's feature winner, sitting in the 6th
not
division.
not to interrupt with the leader. Dieterding goes up in smoke in 1 and 2. Slow off the backstretch. He's going to pull it down the infield. Jared Dieterding's heat race done. Also, it sounds like Jared Holman, or Clint Holman, broken right rear suspension. He is done as well.
Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, the battle is between Baker and Anderson at the line. It may have been Anderson by just a bumper, but Jeremy Baker's not giving up that easily. Although the 8A machine has the momentum, he's going to have the spot down the back straightaway. Baker looking for another dig off of 3 and 4. Not going to be enough. Dustin Anderson's going to lead that one as the field rolls by. 2 laps remaining in this one.
Dustin Anderson leading him down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Got a nice little lead built up over Baker and Roth. The battle is on for 4 and 5. As you got Verbeek and the 8C of Chad Anderson battling it out with each other. They're going to be coming down this time. It's going to be Dustin Anderson with the win. Jeremy Baker second, Anthony Roth third. Followed by Brandon Verbeek and Chad Anderson rounding out your field. A day because
Me too.
$25,000 a year would be great, but $365,000 a year is even better. Think of all the campers you could buy with that, James.
If I won the lottery, I think I'd buy the building I'm sitting in right now, as well as the rest of the buildings here. And some cars to drive around it.
$1,000 a day for life. Wow, that'd be a lot of money. We are green with heat race number 2. And oh, contact right off the bat between Pella and Manning. Manning going to slide up the track, slip on the grip. It's going to be Nate Thompson with the early advantage as he's going to slide down to 1 and 2. Check it out. Outside row number 3, Sean Harker. The Shark already up to second.
Thompson, Harker, Pella with a challenge to the low side. Not going to be enough. The Shark's going to hang on to that spot over Pella. Your battle's going to be for 4th and 5th between Terry Hurt and Norm Ziegenbein. Hurt off the high side, Ziegenbein down low as Nate Thompson continues to lead this heat race.
As second and third, the battle's still on between Pella and Harker. Meanwhile, you got Hurt and Ziegenbein for 4 and 5. As another lap down, 3 down, 7 to go. Pella slides up across the back bumper of Harker, not going to get her done as he is in danger of losing third. Here comes Terry Hurt.
Terry Hurt down to the low side. Pella's going to keep it on the top side towards the flag stand. The 3A machine's going to hold him off for one more lap as Nate Thompson continues to lead the field over Sean Harker. Terry Hurt currently in the 3rd spot. And Aaron Pella rounding out your top 4. Good battle for 5th and 6th going on between Bivens and Ziegenbein. Off of 4, give that spot to Bivens as Nate Thompson continues to run away with this one.
Yeah, run away is an understatement as he's already back to Lincoln. Got the car nut and bolt check for this next race, while Harker's just now coming out of 4. They're going to come down 4 laps to go. Battle is still on between Pella and Hurt. As Hurt bobbles just a little bit. Here comes Scott Bivens. Bivens in the inside of Hurt. That's going to be that 4th place spot. It's now a battle between Pella, Hurt, and Bivens.
Bivens with a great move down the front straightaway. Not quite enough to catch Terry Hurt that time around.
Oh, man. Not sure what happened there.
Tough break for Sean Manning.
The X52 of Manning is sitting there facing the wrong way on a one-way, and definitely some broken parts on the right front. Also involves Storm and Norman Ziegenbein. So sorry.
More winners? Is that what I see? You just got handed
more
winners.
But we are getting ready to go back to green. So guess what? The program winners are going to have to wait just a momento. Por favor. So it is going to be Nate Thompson leading Harker, Pella, Hurt, and Bivens. With 3 laps to go, they're going to fire it off back down into 1 and 2. Sean Harker sliding across the groove. That's allowing Nate Thompson to start to pull away again, just like he did before. They're going to come down 2 laps to go. Nate Thompson still your leader.
Thompson continues to hold the advantage through 1 and 2 over Sean Harker, Aaron Pella, Terry Hurt, and Scott Bivens. Bivens is going to pull alongside. Possible trouble for the 24 Tia Hurt. Nope, just got out a little bit early to set up for the corner. So that'll be a good battle going on for the 4th spot. Bivens currently holds that one down as down the back straightaway, Nate Thompson leads the field over Harker, Pella, and Bivens, your top 4. Off of corner number 4, picking up the heat race win. It's going to be the 3T of Nate Thompson Sean Harker brings it home in the second spot. Aaron Pella third in the 3A. Fourth is going to be the 24T of Terry Hurt. And rounding out the field.
Actually,
yeah,
I
messed that one up.
Yeah.
Bivens and then Hurt.
Yes. Window net down, car is stopped. Not sure what's going on.
It sounds like it's under power, but maybe that it doesn't want to go. Oh, pesky window net. Almost pulled a Ryan Blaney there.
Yeah. So once again, red ticket 1248227. Come on up to the announcer's booth. $537 away.
500 smackarollas.
They got it? All right, well, 50-50's been claimed, boys and girls.
Maybe they'll buy you a beer.
I'll take another one of those Purple Rain drinks. Those
yeah. I got my truck bed tent in the back of the pickup just in case.
16 cars, 18 laps. Your A1 Iron Stock Car feature is live.
Here we go. Field down into turn number 1. Down's going to lead him with Gary Laughlin to the outside. Hanging on to it. Gary Laughlin's got the lead by just a nose as they go into 3. 5-car battle for 2nd through 6 back behind him, but who's going to lead lap number 1? It's going to be Gary Laughlin. Dylan Haney with the sneak attack to the outside of Jeremy Down. He's looking for more through 1 and 2. Jeremy Down with a broken hood pin. That's going to decrease a little bit of visibility for the number 6, but he's still currently hanging on to the 2nd spot as your battle is 3 wide.
I'll tell you what he could see, though. That is a 24R of Dylan Richards going by him. Now you're side by side with Haney. For a moment, it is going to be Laughlin followed by Haney and then Richards. 1, 2, and 3. Then it's going to be Reisinger side by side with Down. And that hood getting worse and worse on Jeremy Down's car. How he can see, I don't know.
Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Dylan Haney quickly closing on your leader, the 9 machine of Gary Laughlin, but he's bringing Dylan Richards in the 24R right along with him. Off of the high side, down to the flag stand. Here we go. You've got a new leader by a bumper into 1 for Dylan Haney, but Laughlin's going to charge back to the bottom side.
Laughlin gets the lead back. Now they're 3 wide. As it's going to be. For a moment, it was going to be the 24R of Richards. He was trying to go for the 2-for-1 special, but click, click, boom, got him. New leader, 12X of Haney.
Dylan Haney got just a little bit high through 1 and 2 with the old Ford-powered 12X machine. Didn't seem to hinder him by much. Is off of corner number 4. He's going to lead another one over Gary Laughlin and Dylan Richards. Richards sets his sights on Gary Laughlin. Dylan Richards really liking the highway around tonight. Gary Laughlin in the 9 machine likes it down around the catfish line. Richards going to continue to fight as they go into 3. We've got one going around in turn number 1. That's the 17 TK of Travis Patterson. He'll bring us under yellow, and I can breathe now.
Yeah, you talk about absolute action, especially up in those top 3.
A1 Iron, your local Saney equipment dealer, home of the 5-year, 5,000-hour warranty. If you're looking for heavy equipment, look no further than A1 Iron. To anyone wondering why we're up here doing impersonations, if you didn't grow up on the Bob and Tom show, we lost Donnie Baker a while back, but we're gaining back the green flag. Here we go off of corner number 4. Dylan Haney leads the field into 1 over Gary Laughlin, Dylan Richards, and here comes Marty Steinbach to the low side. Good battle going on for the top spot. Good battle going on for 2nd and 3rd. Haney and Laughlin battle it out through 3 and 4. Off of 4, who's going to hold the momentum? It's going to be Dylan Haney, Gary Laughlin, Dylan Richards, and Marty Steinbach rounding out the top 4.
Steinbach finally picked off that elusive first win last week. He got a taste of victory lane. He wants another big bite. But here comes Richards. Dylan Richards around Laughlin, now up to 2nd. And going to work on your leader, Dylan Haney, as they go into 1 and 2. He's at the corner, the door, side by side. Got him, new leader, Richards, as we've got Dan Jackson around in turn number 2. And caution's back out.
Sounding like a broken left front for the 3 a.m. at Dan Jackson. Oh yeah, it's definitely broken. That was almost real sketchy. Tough break for the 3 a.m.
Yeah, and Eric Rempel unfortunately had to stop before he got ran over. Not sure what Dan Jackson is doing, but he definitely has either a broken spindle or a broken tie rod. Either way, neither are good for the ability to continue going in the feature. No, she's sharing it with her partner that she's working with right now.
Gotcha.
The inmates are just SOL. All right, we are going to go green this time by. It's going to be Haney leading them down to the green. Caden Murray drops a hanky, and we're back to racing.
Haney takes the field. Here comes Dylan Richards, hard charging on the middle groove. Gary Laughlin also sticking his nose back into this challenge. Going to be a three-wide battle for the lead coming up through these next sets of corners. Richards continues to try around the low side. Haney continues to hang on. So you've got Haney, Richards to the low side, Laughlin in third, Rusinger fourth, Steinbach hanging on to the top 5 spot. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, your battle continues to wage, but we got one going around in turn number 2. Let's see how this results. Looking so far like we're going to stay clean and green.
Nope.
And the caution comes out. I spoke too soon.
And that is the 77 JJ of Jared Bussin bringing out the caution flag. Caden Murray's arm is getting a workout.
All right, let's try this one again. Field going to come by. 7 laps to go for your A1 Iron Stock Car A main event. Haney, Richards, Laughlin, top 3. They've been slicing and dicing this whole thing. Let's see where we go. 7 to go.
As they're going to fire it off down into 1 and 2. Oh, Richards and the 9 of Laughlin get together. As Marty Steinbach now going to go for third. Now he's going to go for second. 3 wide for the lead for a moment. As they come down. New leader, it's going to be Dylan Richards. Can the 12X of Haney get it back, though?
Haney pulls the crossover, not going to be quite enough, but he has a good stretch of momentum rolling into turn number 3. Richards continues to lead. Let's see what Haney does off of 4 this time. You've got a new official leader in the 24R of Dylan Richards. Dylan Haney hanging on to the 2nd spot. Marty Steinbach off that charge in the last lap. He was 5th the last time he exited turn 2. Now he's setting his sights on 2nd place running Dylan Haney. Steinbach down low, Haney up high. Haney with the momentum at the flag stand by a nose cone. It's Haney, but Steinbach continues to keep on charging.
Don't look now, though. Gary Laughlin sitting there in 4th. He is trying to mount a comeback as Steinbach now takes sole possession of 2nd. They're going to have 5 laps to go. Can Steinbach go up there and make a charge? Make it 4 laps. Can he make a charge on the 24? As well, we got problems at 22 down the front stretch. It's going to be Nick Beckman, and he is going to take it up and off the track. Meanwhile, the 5B Matt Boucher sitting there at the bottom of turn number 1, and we're going to stay green. Nope. As I say that, it all changes.
I spoke too soon the last time. You spoke too soon this time. Let's hope we're done with that. Still sitting over in turn 3. The left front may have looked a little askew, but I didn't want to make a judgment when I'm this far away with my limited eyesight.
Well, we got 3 laps to go. Dylan Richards, your leader. Marty Steinbach in 2nd. Then it is Laughlin, Rusinger, and the 11 of Nathan Landauer as we are green.
Off and into it we go. Dylan Richards continues to lead over Steinbach, Laughlin, Rusinger, and Landauer rounding out the top 5. Dylan Richards going to bring the field to 2 to go over Marty Steinbach. Laughlin's got 3rd place sewn up. Good battle going on for the 4th spot between Rusinger and Landauer. You got me doing it now too. Dylan Richards continues to lead the field around. White flag is out, 1 to go.
It's going to be Dylan Richards firing off into 1 and 2 one more time. He's just got to hold a pretty wheel for 3 more corners and 2 straightaway and a half, and he's got the win through 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, your A1 Iron Stock Car feature winner, Dylan Richards. Marty Steinbach in 2nd. Then it's going to be Gary Laughlin, the 11N of Landauer, and Bob Rusinger rounding out your top 5.
Eagle Raceway will get caught up with your A1 Iron Stock Car feature winner, Dylan Richards. I believe this is 6 on the year, unless I missed you picking up one last week.
I think it's 6 or 7, I can't remember.
Yeah, you know, they all run together. Man, quality stock car race tonight. You, Haney, everybody. I mean, there were 5 or 6 guys who just kept slicing and dicing back and forth. That looked like a lot of fun from the announcer's booth. How was it from the cockpit?
It was pretty good. I got my car freed up so we could go through these holes. It was a lot better tonight. Racing with Dylan, Gary Laughlin, and them guys. It was a pretty fun battle.
All right, run us through some sponsor support. We'll get your picture taken, get you back to your cooler.
I need to thank Kuzier Painting, Jordan Grabowski Racing, SNL Trenching, Freezy Farms, Tomlinson Motorsports, Fester's Bait and Tackle, Velocita USA, Backspin Entertainment, Memory of J.R. Craig, Twin Rivers, Speedworks Headers, Speedway Race Engines, Inline Healing, Cat's Fireworks, Bentart Construction, WCC Customs, CPD Racing Shocks, Nelson Tree Service, Rayleigh Fence and Decks, DeVilbiss Racing Chassis, 5-2 Customs, Pot Pie Engine and Carbs, The Rail Rocks, Brian Jurgens, Johnny Thomas, and Tire Tony.
Quite the list. Eagle Raceway, make some noise for your A1 Iron Stock Car feature winner, Dylan Richards.
Go round, Pounders of America's Heartland. It's Parade and Wave time for your Nebraska Lottery Modifieds. Give them some love.
Give him a wave now. I'm going to try to slip that in as often as I can until Kurt adds in that sound snippet.
We just need to remake the song and get it over with. I know a guy that can do it.
I think we can do it. I've got GarageBand. I can do anything.
Back in the 2x2 formation, we were scheduled to start 15. We're going to start 14 cars,
So
18 laps.
So
Here's the distance.
We were scheduled to start 15. We're starting 14 because of the fallout of the 13.
Yes, you are 100% correct.
You want to know my other numerology thing real quick? We've had 2 right front suspension issues, both on number 3 cars.
Okay, all right.
Out of the first 2 features. There's not a 3 in this one.
Well,
Yes, there is. Excuse me.
We are going green, and it's going to be Dustin Anderson with the early advantage as he's going to pull up in front of Jeremy Baker. Here comes the 8C of Chad Anderson. It's going to be an all-Anderson battle for the lead. Coming down to lap number 1. Give it to Dustin Anderson.
Brother on brother battle for the lead shaping up. Dustin Anderson with the advantage down the back straightaway. Chad Anderson on the low side. Chad Anderson picked up the feature win out here last Saturday night. What's it going to mean if he's battling with his brother to get it? Dustin Anderson leads the field over Chad Anderson on the low side. Jeremy down in the 3rd spot. Brandon Verbeek running 4th. And the Shark Sean Harker rounds out your top 5.
As Verbeek now looking to the low side of the 3J of Jeremy Baker. Is he going to be able to get in there? No, but I'll tell you what, Harker tried to take a look to the outside of Verbeek, not going to happen. Now here comes Anthony Roth. Whoa, battle for the lead. Chad Anderson just bought his ticket to Slide Job City, and he is riding the rides and checking out the shows.
Meanwhile, Dustin gets back around Chad for the lead. Here comes Chad Anderson with a slider off of 4. Here we go. You wanted a good battle. You've got 2 brothers giving it to you right now. Dustin Anderson goes low this time. Chad Anderson, his usual high line move. Give the lead to Chad Anderson with Dustin right behind. Here comes Jeremy Baker closing in on the back bumper of Dustin Anderson. Good battle shaping up behind those top 3 as well. Verbeek now taking on Anthony Roth in the 64th. Sean Harker also trying to get into the mix. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, it continues to be Anderson, and Jeremy Baker.
Well, the brothers Anderson have 1st and 2nd in lockstep. Jeremy Baker currently sitting in 3rd. Anthony Roth now under pressure from Verbeek as Verbeek right on the back bumper. A pair of Razor chassis duking it out for 4th and 5th with a jet mod right behind him in Harker. Then it is going to be Hurt, and the battle is on. Nate Thompson and Scott Bivens going side by side a little bit further back. Here comes Verbeek. He's trying to get by Roth. They're going to be side by side the line. Roth that lap.
Anderson, Baker, Roth, and Verbeek. Good battle shaping up for your 5th and 6th spot between the Shark and the Hurt off of corner number 4. Give that spot to Sean Harker. Terry Hurt's going to try and challenge back to the bottom side through 1 and 2. Hurt down low. Sean Harker with the advantage and the spot off of 4. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, Dustin Anderson continues to reel in his brother Chad. 2 car lengths separates the brothers as they enter into corner number 1. Chad Anderson continues to lead over Dustin by about a car length and a half right now. Into 3, Dustin's going to close the gap. I keep wanting to say Anderson, but there's 2 of them going back at it with one another. Dustin continues to close on Chad as they go into 1 and 2. Chad Anderson taking the extreme high side around. That time off of corner number 2, Dustin's going to lose a little bit of ground.
Meanwhile, the battle for 4 and 5 is now turning a battle for 3 and 4 between the 3J of Jeremy Baker and Stone Cold Anthony Roth as Roth, makes him break the momentum, give Roth 3rd. Now Anthony Roth gonna try and hammer down on it, see if he can get up there and mix it up with Dustin Anderson. Remember Dustin Anderson early in the season rolled over heading into turn number 1, had to take a few weeks off, but right now he is back sitting 2nd behind his brother Chad Anderson, who leads with 3 to go.
Maybe just a little bit of lap traffic coming up here soon for the Anderson brothers. Chad Anderson closes to within about 4 car lengths of Sean Manning in the X52. He's going to let Anderson get around, but that's going to put 1 car between himself. Oh, he's going to battle back, try and get the lap back is Sean Manning. Chad Anderson's going to get around and make Sean Manning lap traffic. That puts 1 car between himself and his brother. As this time off of corner number 4, Caden Murray's got the white flag in hand. 1 more lap to go for the 8C out of Fort Calhoun, Nebraska.
As he's going to fire it off down the backstretch, holding a pretty wheel all night. Ladies and gentlemen, your Nebraska Lottery Modified feature winner is Chad Anderson. Dustin Anderson 2nd, Anthony Roth 3rd, followed by Jeremy Baker and Sean Harker rounding out your top 5. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him one more time out of Fort Calhoun, Nebraska. He went nuclear on the field tonight. See what I did there? That is the 8C of Chad Anderson.